You're live. Hello, hello. How's everybody? Hello. Who's the first today? Who's the first today? Who's the first today?
We're just 14 minutes late.
Yeah. In
14
fact, 1
minutes late.
hour. 1 hour, 14 minutes late.
We're supposed to start at 9.
Yeah.
Not 10.
No, we're supposed to start at 9. But because of circumstances,
Oh,
I couldn't.
time.
Hello. Who's our first viewer today? Hello, hello.
I want to see the first one. There's one
How is
person who's
everyone?
joined.
Yeah. How is everyone? Please let us know if you've just joined the stream.
Let us know. We are first doing check to see whether everything is okay.
Mm-hmm.
How is the sound? How is the lighting? How is everything?
Hello. How is everybody? You're most welcome. 9 people already watching us. You're most welcome. We appreciate you guys so much. I know it is really so late. How is the sound, by the way? Please let us know. How is the sound? How is the video? Please let us know. Liam, loud and clear. Eh? Okay, that's better. That gives us more courage because they're looking for good life to watch. We've not even started.
Already, the answering.
Hello, everybody. So, how is everybody? How are you all doing? Where are you watching us from? This is Betty and Tina on YouTube tonight. We tried to do StreamYard today so that we can be able to invite you guys. Yes, because
we don't want this conversation to be just us.
Mhm.
Just want to involve you people also.
Exactly. So you're most welcome. Where are you watching us from? Please let us know where you're watching us from.
Yeah.
Yes, Liam Media already here. BM is already here with this comment, which I'll come to that and give you feedback on that. Then Geoff Grady is saying hello. How are you? Thank you so much for joining the stream. Hope you guys today will join this stream because we have so much to discuss with you.
To actually join.
Yes, and we want you to really join with us so that we can be able to, have a conversation with so many of you. So Gerald is saying curiosity. Yeah, that is one of them. But before we jump into the topic of the day, we wanted to give you updates, what is happening in Uganda, what is happening in Kampala, all that. That's what we start with on this live stream every Wednesday. We tell you what is happening.
Yeah, we have
the
sessions.
schedule.
Our live have sessions. Today, I don't. Will this one also go for 3 hours?
No, 2 hours.
So
Yeah.
today strictly 2 hours. We've started at 11.
Yeah, at 10.
10. Yeah. So we hope to end by midnight.
By midnight.
And
Yes.
go and edit for you people videos.
But we appreciate everyone who has just joined. You're most welcome. Gerard, thank you so much. BM from USA, thank you so much for joining. We appreciate. Of course, what is happening, Betty? What is new?
But I think politics in Uganda, it is politics, and politics. Nothing new.
Nothing really new.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is, I think, just politics. That is the only thing. Of course, we are hosting the Mama Awards. That is the MTV Awards. Yeah, that is in
Next
Feb.
year?
Yeah, next year. Yes, in Feb. Then what else is really new? There's really nothing special
Apart from maybe those Mama Awards and elections.
And the elections. Yeah, that is what is really happening.
There's nothing much in Uganda.
Yeah, about the weather, it's a rainy season, though today did not even rain at all.
Today we are not feeling cold.
Yeah, that's why we say that Uganda has the most perfect weather. So if you're coming to Uganda, it has perfect weather. We have the rainy season and we have the dry season, but it's not really so hot. It's not really so cold. So
our rainy season is not so cold, and our rainy season is not so cold, and our dry season is not again too hot.
Yeah.
It's manageable.
It's really manageable. So basically, that's what is really happening here. Nothing really much today. We are out shooting for you videos that are coming up by next week, probably. So if you're looking out for houses, if in case you want to invest in Uganda, you're talking to the right people, you're on the right channel. So basically, more is coming up and we have great deals for you. Thank you so much, everyone who has just joined. Please give us a thumbs up. We appreciate you guys so much.
Please tell other people that we are here. Okay, we are sorry we are late.
Yeah, but we appreciate you guys for joining us tonight.
But we tried our level best to come.
Exactly. So today, as you see from the topic of the day, You people suggested this topic last week. And of course, your wish is our command. So we always bring you these videos that you request that you want us to discuss. We give our opinions. We want to hear from you guys. We share opinions, have a discussion and see what really happens. Is it really true? Why do African women prefer to marry foreigners?
Why do African women prefer to? We want to know that. I think yes, last week we were discussing what?
We're discussing something different.
Yes, then you people suggested with the next one should be why do you, and today we want to break down why today we think African women prefer to marry the foreigners.
Yeah. Thank you so much for just joined in. Matovu, Abu, many succeed in marrying women much younger than they are. Okay. That is really so interesting. Before we jump into the conversation, guys, this live is an open one, so you're most welcome. We would want you to join the stream.
If you want to say something, we are going to invite you.
Yeah, let me I have to share
today it's not gonna be only Bray and chit talking. Today we are also engaging you people. We love to engage our subscribers. We want you people to feel part of this channel because this has been a journey, and this journey would not be a proper journey without you people.
Yeah. So let me just try to get the link. Just a moment. But you keep talking.
Yes, so we said this channel is not only for B and T.
Yeah, so
it also has over 12,000 subscribers now.
Exactly.
Yeah, over 12,000 subscribers, and we just don't want to talk alone.
I'm just trying to share the link.
Okay. Yeah. We don't want to talk alone. We want to engage you people. I feel like this channel needs to blow up.
You guys are really doing so well with that. But we appreciate everyone.
We appreciate everyone who has joined. Better late than never. Sorry we are an hour late, but African time. So many things happen. And some certain things are just beyond us.
Yeah, so that is the link to the stream tonight. I'm just trying to share with you guys so that we can know. Sorry for my fingers on the screen. We're using a small phone, but we appreciate everyone who has really joined us, who is interested to know more about this topic. Betty, maybe we should really start with our opinions. Do you really think African women prefer to marry foreigners?
Yes, I think so.
What are your reasons?
For me, I
just
think
an overview.
It's a general
thing. A general thing.
So for me, I think the African woman has tried out this option and it's not working for her. So she's thinking maybe the other option could work out for her.
Okay.
And we should give people a chance to try.
Okay, but
that's why you see right now they are preferring to marry the foreign men.
Okay, and by foreign men, we don't mean only the white guys.
No.
We mean like even African Americans, people who are not. Because basically we are talking about Ugandans. Because when we talk about Africans, we are talking about Ugandans.
Now, a foreigner, if you're not a Ugandan, you're a foreigner. That's what we think.
That's what we think.
Someone not for this topic. Your country,
for this topic,
a foreigner. So you who's watching, those ladies not from your country.
Okay. Wow. That is really so interesting. Mr. Truth, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate so much.
Hello, how are you doing?
Yes. JB Major, how are you, dear? How are you? How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining the discussion today. Please feel free to join the discussion as well. I've shared the link with you guys. So feel free if you want to share something. It's not a must that you have to show your face. You can only just, show an image or maybe use audio so that people can maybe hear what your opinion is.
Today it's gonna be a discussion. We're going to invite some of you. Then we enjoy this discussion.
Please join the stream. Then someone was saying, let's start from the first comment that we skipped earlier on. Someone DM was the first person and was like, because they are looking for good life, special white men. Really?
Yeah, it could be true.
Could be true.
Yes, it could be no, it could be ish. You can never know this reason.
Do you think they are married
for
money?
And they'll never come and tell you honestly, I am looking for what? But they just say better life.
For greener pastures.
But what is in the better life?
What is in the better life? Is it just sacrifice? Because, most of the people who go out of their race mostly want to just have the money, have a good life, change their lifestyle, maybe change their lifestyle back at home, something like that. And even people, some of them go beyond, like, go for the older ones because they feel maybe this is an investor. This is
I think
going to be a blesser. This is going to be a blesser. This one is going to change my life. Yeah. So when BM says that, I think it is really so true.
He's partly right.
He's partly right. Though there are some people who don't really mind, as long as they get along with one another, they get along with, with the person that contacts them. It's not about the color. It's not about the race. It's not about someone who's not your race. Okay.
It's just at the end where they be like, okay, I'm just now looking
for someone to settle in with, like to have a good life. Please give us your opinions down below.
What do you think? Just give your opinion down below, and we shall read it.
Yeah, Tommy from South from Alabama. Thank you so much, Tommy, for joining us. Then someone is saying they have the mentality that foreigners have money and living large life, not knowing that even some foreigners, especially whites, living in a silly life. Yes, I think this is really so true, because there's one time I was out with someone, and on the next table there was this very beautiful young girl, but with an old guy. So the person I was with, of course, was not from the country. She was like, okay, I really wonder why Ugandans would really go for this guy, for such men, because these are people who are rejected back home, like they're rejected in their countries, and they come here because they know that African women can, they take in anything. They take in anything, This is really so common, but it's really absurd. But some of them don't really. You don't have to blame them, You don't have to blame people who fall in for the foreigners, because they have different, opinions, different circumstances. They have different things. So I feel, some of them, of course, go for the money, and some of them think by getting a foreigner, or maybe by securing a green card, you may secure a green card first of all, then maybe you leaving the country may maybe make your life much better, What do you guys think about it? I think that's what most girls think. When you leave Uganda, you're going to go for a better life. Yet when you go that side, you become miserable.
Hoping to get a better life.
Hopes.
But certain things happen along the way.
Wow. And that
the better life becomes something.
I'm going to tell you something later on. Then someone is saying many succeed in marrying women much younger than they are. That is so true. Most of them who come here, of course, people don't mind about age. Does really age matter?
What do you think?
What do you think? Does age really matter for people who want to go for older guys? Because I feel the older, the wiser. But not, of course, too much, like beyond. Because when I talk of older, what do you think about older? Like 10 years older,
of course,
20 years
older, they mature.
Like 10 years.
Mature in everything.
Okay.
Or even your thinking, even your word, everything is mature. That's why I think our ladies are now opting for
the older people. Please leave your comment down below.
Drop your comment down below. We shall read them. Then, if you want to also give your opinion, today we can be able to invite people and just hear their opinions on what they think about these topics.
Wow, they use the tongue well in their words.
Matovu.
Wow, that is interesting. African women die to have biracial kids. That's why they even go for a 90-year-old white man.
Yeah, some of them just want to have blooded kids.
Yeah, I think biracial kids.
Some of them is usually just having that kid, and that's it. Nothing more.
I think so, which is really so strange, because this is you're going to be your lifetime partner, and if you're to marry a 90-year-old person, a 90-year-old man, how far are you going to go with this man? He's going to die and leave you with the kids, with all the burden. So I don't know. I don't know what really happens, but it really happens, and that's what people prefer sometimes. So, but if you have something to contribute to, please leave your comment. Let me just share with you again the link. So if you have something, don't worry about the video. You can also use just the
link,
the audio.
Yeah. Oh, the audio.
Yeah.
You think maybe you're scared of appearing? You can only just use the audio.
Yeah.
Matovu says both of you have been nominated as the Ugandan ambassadors to the world on YouTube.
Yes, thank you so much for nominating us. Thank you so much,
Mr.
Matovu.
To receive our award.
Exactly.
But Betty says, glad I've won this today.
You're most welcome.
I think you normally go live once every week, every Wednesday. In case of any changes, we shall let you know. Every Wednesday from 9. Yeah, 9.
Though sometimes we get really solid.
Like today, it was ish, but it's usually 9.
Yeah. So Betty is also saying that everyone dates for money. Not everyone dates for money. Some have real love.
Yeah, yes. They're just misunderstood. You know, sometimes when you see that girl with that older guy, people begin saying that she's in for the money. But do they also sometimes think about, oh, she must be there because of love?
Yeah, some people get a connection, by the way. So if you get maybe someone, if you get this African American, if you get this guy maybe from Europe, you get this guy from where, you might have a connection that may be real, because there's an article that I was reading, in fact a video, that some lady married a guy older than her father. Can you believe? Yes, but
it's possible.
Yeah. So the guy came to defend her that she's not a sex slave, because most of them think this is going to be my sex slave.
Usually when they see you with someone older, of course they think about.
Yes, and even more in Uganda, if someone spots you with an older guy, everyone will be talking about you. Everyone will be like, this is a gold digger. All eyes will be at you. People will stay in the mall. People will stay anywhere. It's really very uncomfortable here, by the way. So for older people, it is really tricky. But of course, most girls prefer that, because they don't care. They don't give a people go in for that, but that is life. Then Mr. Truth is saying one thing is that men from outside of the African continent isn't caught up in customs and traditions. Yeah. So they need to come maybe back home so they can be able to know the traditions and customs, so they can be able to know what girls here prefer, because men outside Africa don't have an idea.
They have no idea at all.
Exactly. And even women here.
The shock come.
Exactly. And even the women here, by the way, do not have an idea of the other cultures and how it is that side.
When you're two now, when you're two, you come two from different, then you just try. That's when you try your level best to understand the other. I think that is that's the problem people are having.
And even, do you know what? I feel like sometimes people feel, like the way they say that it is greener on the other side. So most people think if you're in Africa, because of how we live here, maybe people think if they are so poor, they can't afford to get jobs, they can't afford to, take care of themselves when they go maybe abroad, when they get this man, maybe get married to them.
When they watch those edited movies.
Yes, when they watch the movies, they feel like things are going to be much better when they go abroad, Yet things are not really greener as people think, but that's how it is.
It is what it is. So the movies have taught us that, hey, you people, you are missing out. You are there in your miserable life.
Exactly.
There's probably more to it this side.
Exactly. Yeah. Then Antonio is saying, ladies, how can African American brothers find Ugandan wife who will be a good woman? A good woman. How would you describe a good woman, Betty?
It depends on the beholder.
On the beholder. Yes, because I feel there is someone for everyone, really. Because a good woman, I may tell you that Ugandan women are really good, they're really perfect. Then you get,
some people don't find it. So you see, it's just it's up to the beholder now.
Exactly.
To determine.
Exactly. And as how we've always told you guys, in case you want a good woman, you need to study her. You need to come here, first check her background, because we are all from different backgrounds. Especially in Uganda. Uganda, we have so many tribes, we have so many things that we believe in. So in case you want to get someone really good, come and see her, come and do the courtship, come and find out where she comes from. At least check some few things that she has been up to. Is she educated a little bit? That is also good, really.
That's what background check.
Exactly. There's someone here. Let me try and see. BME. Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, PM.
Oh, so you put me on? Thank you very much. You hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you, BM. Please, you can give us your opinion about the topic.
I'm really sorry because I'm driving the signal, right? Yeah, I'm in Texas, United States. So this is BM. I made the comments, and that's why I wanted to talk to you about it. Why I made that comment. Can you hear me? Hello?
Driving. Yes, BM, we can hear you clearly.
Hello,
yes, we can hear you.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Yeah. The reason why I point that comment, you talking about Uganda, but it's true. It's everywhere. Everywhere women want to marry for a good life. In this case, we're blaming African women, but this is happening also in Asia, like Thailand, China, you name it, Korea, Vietnam. So I think it makes sense. We shouldn't be blaming how black women to doing that when we don't provide the best life for them. This was just my take on the subject.
Thank you so much, BM, because
I cannot.
Go on.
Oh, go on because you was quiet. All right.
Because we didn't want the background noise anyway. But anyway, that happens everywhere because we feel it's not only because we've had so many people, from the US
who want. It's not only happening. It's just that today the topic is African women. I think it would have been women.
Because there are women who also prefer.
Because it's happening in all continents.
And let me tell you one more thing. I am an African, right, raised in the United States. I have a lot of friends from Black American. See, here in America, we talk about race a lot of time. Black, you name it, white. This is not happening in Africa. Most of the European or the white travel to Africa. And they get women, and African American start traveling. Like that.
Okay.
So when they see now African women with the white, they complain. And I said, why don't you travel over there? And you assuming they don't like you. I'm very positive that if African Americans travel, they want a woman, they will get women. Because they go to Brazil to get black women. They go to the Caribbean to get black women. But in Africa, you have 0.5 billion of people, which the majority are women, right? This is a nice topic you guys hold out. Keep doing it, and thank you very much for having me on.
Okay. Thank you so much, BM, for that contribution.
Yeah, that's a nice one, by the way.
That was really a nice one. Because because BM has said, most guys complain when they see African women, maybe with these white guys, maybe, and they blame them. Why can't they come here and get them as well? Because, people connect easily here. When you come here, you show what you have a connection with the lady, you can easily have her. That's what I think. So people make an effort to come to Africa to get these women to interact, But we appreciate so much, BM, for that contribution as well.
So much.
All right. Any Wednesday, I will be on if you hold the live stream. And they don't know Uganda, Rwanda, Kenya, Tanzania, South Africa. Most of the beautiful women curve in the world. Instead, they go to Brazil. They don't know that. Did you hear me?
Brazil.
Is it easier to go to Brazil to get women or to come to Africa? What do you think about it? Because if most of them are going to Brazil,
then there could be a reason why.
There's a reason why.
People can't just go to a
place.
So,
the reason why is first this. See, Uganda made it good, and Rwanda, Africa need to relax the visa, process, like special visa up on arrival to the airport. This is one of the big obstacle, because a lot of the African embassy are located in Washington, and you have to go in person or you have to mail your passport. Brazil, a lot of country that people go on, or Thailand, you just show up at the airport, you buy your ticket. See, that's the first obstacle. Then after that, the housing, right? The housing, hotel, price, security. So if Africa improve that, you're going to see not even African American, or you're going to see a big chunk of diaspora coming back to the continent. You see, we want to visit. I'm an African, like I say. I hold the U.S. passport like any other African American. I have a job. But those obstacles, you have to send your passport to get the visa. A lot of hassle just discourage you to come. But Uganda and Rwanda, they kind of made it a little easier, but we need more improvement. And you see, when you talk about the diaspora, just don't see the African American. You have also a huge Kenyan, Ugandan, Congo, Nigerian community who wants to go back to Africa, but we can't because those same obstacle, So that's what makes it easy when you go to Brazil, or you go to some country, South America. You don't need a visa. You just get your passport, jump on the plane. Next thing you're there, and the hotel cheap, $30, $40. In Africa, I was checking this hotel in Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, right? It's like $200 a night. Same hotel like that in Brazil, you get it for $60, $70. So we need more hotel, we need security, we need the visa relax, and you see a lot of diaspora in in Africa coming back, and you see a lot of women marry the kind, because you have people here too. They just want to marry black women, but they cannot find it. But think about it. I think out of 1.5 billion people in Africa, so they're opening up more markets for African women than this small portion of white people coming out down there, plus all the white people. Yeah, that's my take on this.
Oh, wow, that is interesting. Someone here is saying that most of them go to Brazil because they are looking out for prostitutes. Is that true?
I say, sister, I would not blame. If you want to hate me here, will slash anybody who's going to bring a comment. Prostitution is everywhere, right? They go to Thailand, they go everywhere. Even in Africa, we have a prostitute. So,
thank you so much, BM. I think we just lost him right there, but he was talking about
opinion. That was a point actually.
Yeah. Hello, BM, are you still there? Hello. So what do you guys think about African women, the Africans in the diaspora? What do you think about African women? Do you think these women are looking out for the green cards? Do you think Are they looking out for better lives when they marry you guys? What do you think about African women? Please let us know so that we can be able to see what you think about, because BM is saying, you know, prostitutes are everywhere. So someone
Every
who said
country has
prostitutes,
yeah.
depends on where you're going to find your woman from. You know, people are here to make money. People are here, they don't mind about whatever color, maybe they don't mind about where someone comes from. They're willing, you know, to make their own money. So prostitution is everywhere. When you come to Uganda, you're going to find prostitutes here. You know, if you go to Brazil, as said,
yeah, you hear me?
There, Kenya.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you, BM.
All right. What was your question? Yeah.
What do you think about African women? What do African men out there think about African women in Africa? Do you think they are good women? What do you think about them?
Yes, the African women are definitely good women.
Mm-hmm.
They just want the better life. You see the economic situation that we have in Africa, right? Who's not gonna wanna live or marry somebody who's gonna bring him a better life? The same situation we have in Dominican Republic, we have in Cuba, like one in Thailand. If you go to Asia, you go to Thailand, you can see they get black people, right? And African women, if you're stable in your life, you're gonna find a good wife and having a family if you want. I definitely think. But the tourism industry brings $1 billion every year. So it's very important, like East Africa, that they free this visa thing, right? For us to get the benefit of that money there right now. The diaspora and the African American and everybody else spends somewhere else. You know, we could bring easily that money to Africa, and it's going to create a job, and it's going to fix, you know, it's going to try to fix some problem that we have. And even the vacuum of we have our women, there's going to be an intra-marriage for African American, for UK black, for French black, you know. At least you have another African person who live overseas who has better job than the African men in the continent. You see what I'm saying? That's where I'm going with that. Also, you have a lot of women here overseas. You don't know how many African American women that I meet, 35, 50, they can't find a man. And you have a beautiful man in Africa. You see what I'm talking about, sister? We can create a bridge, right, for that vacuum. I tell you this, the white people in Europe, France, Germany, UK, Canada, United States, who don't like to marry other race, you know where they go? They go to East Europe. Because East Europe are poor, right? They go to find the kind over there. And Africa hasn't been able to do that because, like I say again, visas restriction, security, and, you know, hotels, all kinds of stuff. If we bridge that, we don't just need to follow politics or this. We'll have $1 billion coming up to tourism. Yeah. I see me any questions, sister. I'm here.
Wow, that is really so interesting. Don't you think, because most of the African Americans want to come back here, don't you think they're going to take advantage of women? Because we've had most of them saying that they want here to come and have so many women. They want to be polygamous. They want more than one wife. Because we've had them talking about it, they want to come and marry so many women because they feel they can manage. They want the polygamy. Is polygamy back in America?
No, here is illegal. It's illegal. You can only have one wife. See, it's a tricky. You can only have one wife, but you can't have as many girlfriends that you want. You see what I'm saying? You can't have that many girlfriends. When they're talking about this is just a YouTube conversation, don't follow that. Once they get to Africa, they're gonna fall in love with one beautiful woman like you. Then they're gonna forget about what they're talking about.
Wow, that is really so
because
interesting.
When you think that if I lose you to chasing 10 women, I'm gonna sustain myself. Talking in the YouTube and really life, you're gonna find that one that you don't want to miss her, and you're gonna be serious. You see, that just they're talking about. If they go to Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, Ethiopia, all that talking is gonna stop. Africa has the beautiful. See, we don't control our media, which means the really beautiful women in Africa, they're not shown on the TV. You see, you have to go there. Myself being an African, I had to travel to in Africa to see really, this is the kind of women that we have. It's not shown in the TV because we don't control the media. And since white control the media, they cannot show what is good for you. You have to show that by yourself. That's why our YouTube, it's a good platform for us to communicate each other and to let the words known what is worth it. You see, once they go to East Africa, like when you see in TV for America, you only see beautiful women. They don't show you fat women that are here, right? They don't show you that. They just show you the beautiful side.
Yeah, so true. That's so true.
Special Rwandese, Eritrea, Ethiopian. If I'm lying, these are kind of beautiful women that you can't find in the world, right? Am I lying? True, right?
No, you're not lying.
True.
Ugandans.
Yes. Yeah, you have some African American here, or even as African, who go marry a woman with 5 children. Why? Just because they don't have an option and they don't know about it. So I would say, go to Africa, go to Eritrea, go to Kenya, go to Uganda, go to Ethiopia. Marry you a beautiful woman with no kids and start family. What it takes you to give her the green card, and she gives you a beautiful family. See, these are the conversations you need to start holding in your YouTube, and I guarantee you, like in the beginning, like that sister says, you're gonna blow out. I will give you much information needed. And if there is anybody in the chat who disagree with what I say, you need to write it down and I'm gonna respond. I've been in America for 35 years. I know everything side to side, state to state. Anybody want to challenge what I say? Put a note on the chat. And if you have a group of male African American watching you, this will open up their mind because I want them to be good.
Wow, thank you so much, BM. That is really so. We appreciate your contribution.
May those who have ears
listen, because you've really spoken enough. If someone is hearing keenly, I think they've had it all.
I hope they have taken notes.
Yeah.
Those were like very serious points. Right?
Yeah, because I think all girls are not really looking out for the green cards, as most of them are thinking. You need to come down here because TV does not show you guys what is on the ground. TV just shows you a few.
It's like an edited stuff. Of course, we are not going to show you the bad part.
Exactly. But once you come here, trust me, you're going to find.
It's always good to go to the field.
Yeah.
That's why some of you come to the field and get spoiled.
Yeah, exactly. And you lose choice. That is the other thing that foreigners, when they come down here in Africa,
I think they get overwhelmed.
They get overwhelmed, and that's why they start, playing games with girls here and there. But trust me, that's when you get into trouble. There are people who have come here because they feel like maybe Africans are vulnerable.
But it's okay. Many have come to try to find partners, but along the way things happen.
Yeah.
And I mean, it won't be a smooth road, like how it is in your country. It's also the same here. So it's not going to be a smooth road, but don't stop.
Exactly.
Keep on going.
Yeah. But thank you so much, BM, for that. We really appreciate. So in case anyone has something to say, yes, go on.
Don't be afraid of the stigma. You heard they wanted 10 wives. I know for you women, you scare you like, well, they're not gonna take us serious. If you follow the YouTube, like there's this sister talking about Kenyan sister, I follow her sometimes. You have an African American married right now in Kenya with wife in Ghana, in South Africa. Don't you think these people came with a mind, well, here they're vulnerable, I'm going to have me 5 wives? But he got a one wife that took care of him, he loved her, and they stay married. So they're not gonna do that. They're just talking about, they're just talking about. It's the same thing when you women talking about, when I go to Europe, I'll have all the Muzungu for me. But when you get there, you get that only one fall in love and have a mixed baby with him,
Interesting. That is so interesting, BM, because we had an interesting conversation last week, sorry. And most people were saying that they get women from Africa, and when they go abroad, they change. They try to get other people. So maybe the expectations that maybe we have back here in Africa are quite different. When we reach there, maybe things may change. That's when people have options. What do you think about it? Is it so true? Most African women that guys get from Africa change when they go abroad. Is it true?
That's one I can confirm you. It's very true. It's not African women. It's this. The United States or the European, the Western civilization, right? Before the slavery and all that, they were abusing women more than Africa. Raping women, doing this. So to protect the women, they install heavily laws, and to protect the society, really biased towards men. Like in Uganda, you can have 5, 10 kids. Here, if you have a kid with somebody, you have to take care of your kids. If you don't take care of your kids, the government comes after you. You're paying the money, you're paying the woman, you're paying the child. So this is going heavily against men, right? You can't be having baby like that, like in Africa. So once the woman comes here, now Africa, Asian do that too, or Latin America. Now the woman see the power she has against you. Some women change and start abusing that. And there's a situation that happened a lot. Somebody went to Africa, many people, even Africans, marry women, brought them here, After that, the women realize how much money she's gonna make after divorce. Because guess what? If you divorce here, you may take everything that the man owns. You know, in Uganda, you cannot do that. So once a woman realized that, even if she was good in the marriage, she started abusing the man just to divorce to get the money. That's a fact, true. So what I bring like a solution for me, I say if you're stable, you have a job, you have a trade, go and invest in Africa, marry that woman, and stay there. You don't have to bring her here. The African woman don't want to leave Africa. If you're stable in Africa, you can provide for her. You can stay in Africa, right? You buy a house, you have a job, you have a good life in Uganda or Kenya. African women don't want to leave Africa. You know, that's a different kind of bridge that we can resolve this situation. Eventually, we'll have a son who can bring them wife here, and the one that are scared, buy a house over there, have a job, and stay with your family over there. And your children still gonna be citizens from here or from whatever country you came from. That's why white people do. That's why you see all the white men in Africa with younger women, right? They don't bring the women to Europe. They stay with them back in Africa. They provide good life for these women. This is one of the ways that we can correct that. Also, I think we have women who just want to marry to leave Africa. You have that too, you know. It depends. That's what I think. You marry somebody, you clear. What do you want? You clear. What do you want? We stay here.
Thank you so much, PM. Thank you.
We stay here.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, we stay here.
Go ahead, please.
I provide a good life for you. We stay here. Or you just want to marry you and go back to such country. Because you have a son who's going to come here and change. Or you marry her, you live there for 10 years, for 15 years, or even 10 years is longer. After the marriage has been consumed, you guys have a children, then you say, well, now we go back to the States or Europe. Then if she comes, she divorces you or she changes her mind, the marriage has been consumed already. Here people divorce too, right? In Western world. Divorce happening, you know? So I don't think that people need to be afraid of that. In Brazil, they go there, they divorce. In Thailand, they go there, they divorce. So why not Africa? It's an issue when two people don't get along, you know? At least we empowerment our beautiful African women because they deserve that, you know? You have too many men in Africa, no job, cannot provide, but are walking around with beautiful women like that. And at the same time, you have somebody in the Western world who has a job, who has all the means, and is looking for a wife. Now he has to go marry an Asian, or he has to go marry a Latina. It doesn't make no sense. If the African American wants to increase the numbers here, that's the way to go. Because right now, guess what? All the race go marry the people. So the number of African Americans in the United States are in decline because they intermarry with other people. So African, we need to open the option for them. I mean, we need to teach them. I think I'm doing it right away right now by just talking to you. They have an option to increase the number in the United States by going and marry African women and bring them here. Myself, I'm planning on being in Uganda around April of next year in Kampala.
Well, thank you so much, VM. We appreciate that. That really speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Hope people have really heard what you're saying. We appreciate you so much and for all your time. I hope people have left so many comments down here. I think you can be able to follow the conversation as well, because most of them are saying that you're really right. What you're saying is right.
Oh, all right,
So,
all right, all
yes.
right.
Yes. So
Because
most people are
I'm
really
looking really for a challenge. I want an African or African American challenge me that what I'm saying is not true. So I'm ready for that. You know. So if they agree, and like I said, in the African side, you guys have a YouTube advertise for a free visa regime, right? We don't need to talk about Bobby Winnie, Museveni, whatever, Kagame. Let's open up a free visa regime. There is $1 billion on the tourism industry. The diaspora and African America spend that money somewhere else. This money needs to be comes back to African country. And we have a lot of African women available that we need to be putting in the market. So yeah, I'm very glad that they like that, and very soon they're all going to start practicing that. If a lot of us start going to Africa, guess what? The ticket is going to drop. And they're going to be able to go to Africa easily like they go to other countries. And it's going to boost the economy of each country, you know. Yeah, I think Kagame is doing well. There needs to be more in Rwanda like you guys doing. You know. Anybody did ask you a question on the chat? No? That I can respond?
Yeah, some people are saying that you're not totally right, because I think someone wants to join so they can be able to oppose on that, to give their opinion as well.
Let's just allow other people to also give us their opinion on what they think about this topic.
Okay, there is someone is right
there. Oh. All right, I'm waiting for him.
Hello.
Let me.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
This is Kermit. I'm live from the Atlanta, Georgia area. Yeah, I didn't completely disagree with what you said at all. I think you had some very valid points.
All right. So tell me, you did not complete disagree. So what did you disagree on? Then I can respond to you.
No, actually, I was not one of the people that disagreed with you. I think someone else in the chat had a disagreement with one of your points. I don't remember specifically what the disagreement was about, but I'm actually, like I had mentioned in the chat, I met someone from Kenya.
Yeah.
Close to 2 years ago, and her and I have, we've had our ups and downs, but she's wonderful. So I completely agree that African Americans specifically should definitely look at dating, marrying women from the continent.
And brother, I'm not interrupt you. I am located right now in Texas, right, Dallas.
Okay.
I live in East Point. I live 2 years in East Point.
East Point,
ATL, okay. Yes, ATL. That's my hub too.
Okay.
So this is just what I wanted to tell you. Is this? I know you like my point. You saw the election. You know that our numbers are in decline in the United States, right? We're losing power. It is true.
You're talking about African Americans?
Yes, African American. Yes.
African Americans never really had power in America.
No, no. I'm just talking about. I mean the people, our numbers, like population.
Yeah, I
You
mean
see what I'm saying?
yeah, the numbers. I think that the white race is the one that has the lower population growth. Um, African Americans, our numbers are growing. As far as like the number of African Americans, but as far as like political power, economic power, we control 1% of the economic engine in America. We have people that are employees. We have anyone can get a job, but as far as like ownership and things like that, African Americans have always lagged behind as far as that's concerned.
Yes, and it's not 100% a white man's fault. This is part of
Oh
this
no,
conversation that we're talking about. A
no, it's not
lot
white
of
man's
that
fault at all.
has,
No,
yes, it has to do with us. That's why we have this conversation going on that we can empower ourselves. We have a lot of black men in jail right now due to bad marriage, women who don't respect them, right? Lack of father in the house, mother in the house. I think we can definitely correct that if you want black women, like you say, you can easily go find them in Africa, right?
yeah, yeah, but see, BM, one
And
thing,
yeah,
BM. Here's the thing. And I don't. I mean, I could spend all day talking about the history of blacks in America. From slavery till today. I mean, that's a 1 week conversation. But just a summary, just to summarize and say that,
yeah,
I'm just speaking generally as far as, but the causes, the roots, and all that. I mean, that's a college course. It runs so deep. My people are from Middle Georgia. Who grew up in the face of the KKK and in the 50s and 60s and things like that. So, I'm very familiar with our struggle to vote, our struggle to ride buses, our struggle to have basic human rights here in America. And so, to for someone like you, being African, incorporating, that's fantastic. We need more Africans here participating in America. But just the
I
problems of
guarantee you we
yeah
have our numbers low.
but to see the problems in America, and trust me, I've been I've been here, I've been participating, I've been competing with white people. I don't believe that whites are superior and things like that. You have to prove to me you're better than me. That's not something that you just accept because somebody tells you. And I'm going to tell you, man. Only God can help us.
Yeah,
We
listen, brother. Let's make this live screen. Let's get back to the topic that the ladies had. So, what do you think about African American? So, I'm putting in your shoe, right? Right now, I'm an African American. Has
yeah.
going to Africa, having a luxury to marry these beautiful women down there who have no men with the means. What you
Yeah, I
think
think
on
it's
that?
wonderful. You know what? I think that is a great thing. I think that African American men have to be educated on the potential for their relationships, what it entails. I mean, black American men just don't know about the women in Africa who would willingly accept them as their husband, as the head of their household. I just um, black American men, we just who have the means to do that. don't really
Who has the
tap
means?
into.
Yeah.
You know, who has the means, because it's not cheap to go into.
Because Bookie and Ray
Yeah, exactly.
$1,200 tickets. Don't worry, they ain't gonna be able to pay that.
No.
Myself, I've been to Brazil. Why? All my life, you erase where I was born. I'm an African American. I've been to Brazil. In February, I was in DR, which heavily Black American. We go there.
Oh yeah.
Colombia. Something came out of my mind was like the two beautiful sisters on the screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like when I mentioned Kenya, Rwanda, Ethiopian, Eritrea, these are very beautiful women that you can't even find in Dominican Republic, right?
Right. Beautiful inside and out. Beautiful, not just
inside and out, like you say,
but have culture and everything. Sweet personality.
Okay,
See,
and
everything. The full thing.
They're
like
not
if a woman
themselves,
Right. If a woman if a woman is beautiful outside, but she's gonna stress you out, it's not worth it. But a beautiful woman who has a great spirit and who's gonna love you and know what it is to be in a partnership, So yeah, man, I think that, man, I think that instead of going to Dominican Republic, like you say, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, all these other types of places. I mean, I think, bro. I mean, it's a lot further away. We're talking about across the Atlantic. We're talking about a long trip. But I definitely think that, from Atlanta to East Africa, well, there's a direct flight from New York to Kenya that takes 15 hours.
Yeah, that's Kenya Airways.
Kenya Airways.
You have a United, we fly from Chicago to Accra. We're not talking about particular country. Any country will fit you where it's near or your acceptable distance. Could it be Ghana? That's why I was referring to the sister to relax the visa process.
Yeah, I mean, folks have to do their research. Like for me, I've looked into different countries and things like that. There's a lot of people from Nigeria here in the U.S. More so than any other group. I rarely meet Kenyans here in the U.S.
It makes sense. Nigeria has 200 million people, half of the population,
and they don't have any economy.
Yeah.
The country go somewhere else. That's why you see many Nigerians, not only in the United States, UK, even in the country they are not colonized. 200 million people with no economy. What do you think they're gonna do?
Yeah, your sound just
see them
strange.
In Houston, in Atlanta, and definitely in the East Coast.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
You heard me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yes, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounded like I was kind of okay. But yeah, I agree. It's there are a lot of very successful Nigerians here. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, it sounds like I was.
Can we can hear
you? Okay. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Yeah, no problem. So it's a whole educational process.
So it's a whole educational
that we have to provide for African American men to let them know that is an option. Versus, like you say, settling for a woman that may have multiple children. Settling for a white woman who isn't going to increase his maybe shorten his life.
Which it does. I have a friend of mine, good friend of mine, in Atlanta, Georgia, Riverdale. His baby's mom, she has 4 different baby with different men. And she got them all on child support.
Yeah.
So
it happens, man.
Yeah, a lot. This option will help my African American brother to find a very beautiful woman inside and out, which is time to have a stable family,
Yeah.
educate our children for the future, and let the African American knows whatever you have your child in the world, that child is still an American citizen.
An American
Probably
citizen.
a lot of don't know that. He's
Yeah,
still an American citizen.
absolutely. And see, the thing is, like a lot of women from Africa that I've met, they adore America, like the American story, the American what we have available, our infrastructure. I mean, just everything about
Yeah.
America. Just and to just bring someone here and let them experience that, raise a family. You know, their family comes over and things like that. That's just like is it creates a better culture, you know, because in America, you know, like I said, I've been here my whole life. I've lived in many places. I've lived in New York, Atlanta, North Carolina. American culture is all about sports and church, and you know, which isn't bad, but you know, I'm not down on American culture, but you know, the family isn't really as strong as it needs to be here in America.
And I think that one will be one to fix this problem. And we got to start talking about it. It's not about downsizing my African American women. I know there is a very good up there, but
Oh
the
yeah,
ratio is very low. If you can agree with me on that, there, you know, the culture family has been destroyed. So we need to fix that. Like I mentioned, I know a lot of white men. If you don't know, if they're looking for white women, they go to Eastern Europe.
hmm
They go to Russia.
yeah, Russia.
They go to
That's what Trump.
Ukraine.
That's what Trump did. Trump has a
Yeah,
Russian.
that's what Trump did. Yeah. Thinking
Yeah,
about all the money that Trump had, he could
yeah,
not have a white woman here in America. Guess what? The reason why he keep on marrying foreign white women, because he knew they had the sense of the family. And see how his child have been raised. So
oh
far,
yeah,
there is not a single child of Donald Trump who's doing drugs. See his wife Melania in the White House raising that little boy. If you try to contrast that to the rich white people in Hollywood or in power who
hmm
marry some white American from here, they either have been divorced or they either be on drugs.
yeah. And
So
see, not
Donald
to go
Trump
into
knew.
oh yeah, and not to
Yeah.
go into too much detail about the you know, the reason why, but
Why? Yeah.
here in America, the breakdown started. See, African women haven't been exposed to feminism as much as you know. Feminism started here in America,
Mm-hmm.
and so a lot of women they bought into that whole ideal that, you know, women should be equal to men and everything. You know, women, you know, they want to play men's sports. They want to you know, in the marketplace, they want to, which is, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but that in turn created a competition that, you know, the war, they call it the war of the sexes, you know, the war of the man versus the woman, which is you know, which is crazy. And see, African women, at least the ones I've met, they haven't been tainted by that feminist idealism, and it's just easier
Yeah.
to talk to. It's easier to deal with a woman, you know, from another culture who hasn't subscribed to that, you know.
But the ladies on the panel asked me one crucial question that a lot of people don't want to bring African women here because they turn into the feminism, and it's true. It's very true. I told
Mm,
them that earlier. It's very true because Western countries turns the women when the women learn that kind of power they have over men. That's why I told the lady that maybe we should come down there, marry women, and stay there to create a family, and come visit here once in a while. You know, there's gonna be some, you know.
That'll be tough for me, man. I'm spoiled, man. I'm used to these roads, man. These houses and stuff like that, man. You know.
So the people like you gonna have a lengthy process to find a woman, which you're gonna bring here. Hopefully, she's not gonna turn on you. But you also have the people really scared. They're already tired about this system, and they're not afraid to go settle down there.
Yeah, a lot of men.
Oh
yeah, a lot of men want to leave America. No, I have personal friends, you know, especially after Trump got elected the first time. They wanted to leave, but there are some people, like for me, because of what I do, you know, I'm in the insurance industry, and
you may not find that job down there yet.
No, I mean, I have to. You know, I have to be here to service my book of business. You know, to service my clients, and see, and then also for like, if a person is an entrepreneur, and they're not in the corporate structure, they're not having half their life sucked away by being in corporate America, then it'll be better for them because they're independent. You know, they set their own hours. And so you have more time to be with your woman, and
and also one thing I said earlier was also, yes, you have the people being married here. Trump is being divorced to a white European women from overseas, right? So if people live together 20 years, 30 years, something happens. It happens. We just gotta create a bridge that intra-African and African-American marriage. Thinking about, we have 45 million of the people consider themselves black in America. And we have 1.5 billion people in Africa. And the majority of these people are younger women. Thinking about. So which means we can move all African American in Nigeria. He's gonna live in Nigeria with what? He's gonna live in Nigeria with 150 million population.
Yeah, that's true.
So you still
that's true.
You still got a long opportunity in Africa to get whatever you want, like I say. In all these countries that we mentioned, we need to create this vacuum, because you also have a Pookie and Ray Ray in Africa. We have a beautiful woman who they cannot take care of. So we have to create this bridge. Why are you having a lot of lesbians here too in America? Some of them cannot find a man. At the same time, you also have a very cute man provider in Africa who's looking for women. So once we establish that bridge, I believe it's going to alleviate a lot of the problem also we have. Thinking about 50 million and 1 billion, where do you have a choice? People going to Brazil. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I was one of them.
That's true. like for you, you were born on the African continent, right?
Yes.
And so you came over to America. Now, here's a fact about African American men that you may not totally understand. Now, African American men, I'm talking about generationally, I don't know if you've ever heard of the term PTSD.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Culturally, yes.
Yeah, I don't want to throw all my brothers under the bus, but a lot of African American men are suffering through generational PTSD, and you know, it's hard for some folks in that state to be able to see that far. Like I don't even discuss my situation with my lady in Kenya with a lot of my brothers, you know, African Americans here, because their mindset is so negative. You know, they'll immediately, you know, you have to have an open mind, a positive outlook to be able to do something like that. So I think that it's all going to start. I think that it starts with African American men healing, and it is a whole process, healing mentally and physically and spiritually, and then being able to, because I wouldn't want, even if there's some African American men who have the money, who can afford it, but I wouldn't want an African woman who's going to be dependent on this guy to be over, because there's some men they just they wouldn't be able to support that type of situation, man. To incorporate a family, a woman from another culture, and things like that, because of the trauma, internal trauma, being an American.
Yes, I kind of agree and disagree a little bit, like I said, because they doing it right now in Dominican Republic. Since you're on YouTube, you probably know there's a few people that I follow. Taylor Made Dream, there's a few people.
No, hey, I'm with you. Like I told it now.
Yes.
There's one thing to now. Going to the Dominican Republic is easy. Number one, like you say, you don't need a visa. You could just have your passport and go there for fun. Go to Punta Cana. A lot of people go to Sosua, Puerto Plata. You could get you a flight. It doesn't cost too much. But I'm talking about going to Africa, across the Atlantic, and getting a fiance or spousal visa to move a woman here to be your spouse.
Yeah, that one is gonna be a long, lengthy process.
Yeah.
Really, one I would like to see as established. It's a pleasure, a fun travel first, because that's how we started it.
Oh, yeah.
Into Brazil, into Thailand, into the DR. People never went there to establish a family life. They first went there for fun. When they got there, they find out, they realize what was going on. Now you see all this group wants to move there, wants to build a house, start becoming an entrepreneur. He has to start from somewhere, so we have to push something. By there, I'm not promoting anything, but I'm just saying that if you go to Kampala, I've never been there, but from what I saw, even in Kenya, you could experience the same type of life that you would experience in those islands, right?
Yeah.
So they will go for a different purpose, and they're going to end up doing the different things. At least we're feeling this vacuum that the Western people, I'm not against anybody, but what the white people are doing in Africa right now. And even the Chinese start doing it. And we as the African American, we have the power, we have the money to do that. From some of us who knows,
and that could be part of the healing process. I think every African American man, I think every African American man should have some type of connection to Africa, and maybe not just even West Africa, because my origins are from West Africa. But as far as culturally, I prefer East African cultural.
I'm talking to the lady right now. The country that I was born was Congo, Democratic. In April, I'm not going down there, but I'm going to Uganda, thinking about it. So we diaspora, when we go back to Africa also, I have a few friends from Uganda that I talk to. I educate themselves. I'm aware of the tribalism they have, right? So when I go there, I'm a perfect example telling them, look, you can call me African, you can call me African American. Thinking about, I'm not going to Congo, I'm not going to South Africa, but I'm coming to Uganda. What that tells you. So we pass the tribalism, we pass the
we're all Africans.
I'm from this. We're all Africans. Yeah.
That's the key.
Yes, I have a lot of people, friends in Nigerian, Ghana, you name it. We pass there. So we're going to be able to educate people in that regard. If you like somebody, she could be from anywhere in Africa. We don't mind as long the person is African. You know, there's a process to that, but this process is going to start by us going back. You know,
Oh yeah.
start making that happen.
Yeah, I think it should happen. With is a point is, you know, we just have to educate more brothers here, more African Americans, that it exists. And so yeah, man, I completely agree. I don't disagree with that at all.
Yeah,
And
by our sister, a lot of the people holding this kind of conversation, that's how both sides start the healing process. There is a guy that I follow a lot. Maybe you know his channel, maybe not. His name is Oshejuk Jackson. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
He was in Uganda. Yes.
Yeah, I've looked at some of his videos. Yeah.
Yeah, some of these videos. So, you know, we get a lot of people like that, and the lady here on the panel,
yeah, he uses the N
process is going to start. Yeah,
he uses the N word too much for me. I don't agree.
You know,
I don't like that. I don't like that. That's
I kind of ignore those N word and, you know, just focus on you know what to be.
Oh, it's gonna happen. I just think when you're close to when you're close to 40-something years old, I look at grown men using the N word as like, if you can't beat them, join them. Like if like they've mentally been unable to beat that, you know, to get over it. Like, in other words, if somebody, like if a white person were to call them the N word, you know, that'll rattle their whole day. So they just internalize it and start using it. You know, to normalize it. And you know what? Not everybody is able at this point to be able to conceptualize how to deal with that. But just like, I just think grown men should be a little bit more have a little bit more tact in knowing that's a negative word. And I just don't. That was created to demean us. So
yes,
but yeah, he
like
does his thing.
He does his thing.
He does his thing. He travels.
He
does a lot of content. He does a lot of content as far as, like, you know, talking about what's going on, you know, with other people, like gossip stuff. But you know, he travels.
Yeah, we need to start. Like I say, we have a lot of African American with means. And I was very happy to see this panel today with the lady. I really want to shift this kind of money, because, you know, there is $1 billion in the tourism industry, if not to settling down in Africa, but at least divert that money for our people, you know, men and women, you know, because me and you constantly, we're just talking about men. Let's do not forget, we also have ladies who wants to travel to Africa. You know, that way Africa can benefit from that money. And, you know, intra culture, we're going to know each other better. For all African American, we travel anywhere in the world. Not even 1% travel to Africa. Not That's even 1% travel to Africa.
That's true. And let me address what Mr. Black. Mr. Black just left a comment saying that he's from Chicago, and great city. And he doesn't have PTSD. And that's great. That's great. You know, and my comment, you know, I wasn't trying to say that all African American men.
And you say
not
we're
all.
Not everybody.
But there's enough African American people, men and women, who suffer from it. And if that's if I'm not telling the truth, how many times per day are we killing each other here?
Yeah.
Because of internet beef.
Every minute.
Yeah, or because look at our prison.
Every second.
So, and you know, this Holocaust that happened to African American people, it's in God's hands. You know, I'm not complaining. You know, we have to do the best with what we have, and yeah. So we need more people who have healed or can heal, and just can move forward from that.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, yeah. We need a lot of people. You know,
And Mr.
definitely.
Black looks like the Terminator in this picture, man. So he can help a lot of people heal.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
the Black Terminator.
I'm really very happy that a lot of people did not really disagree with what I say. And you know, Africa has a big part on that. They really need to free this visa process. You know, I don't know how we're gonna do that. You know, this country are full corrupt leader. At least if they can free a visa process for people,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we're gonna be able to merge both culture with no problem. You know what I was gonna say was that the busiest um border in the world. You know which one is it? It's Mexico and United States.
Oh,
The
yeah,
busiest
yeah.
border land.
Oh,
Tells
yeah.
you what? A lot of Mexican here or Latino travel
Mm-hmm.
south a lot. They have a big connection with the culture, no matter how many years, generation they live in the United States. So
Yeah.
we need to create that to know each other better instead of going to the country that people don't like you and complain about them looking at you when you walk into the store, which you're not going to have that in Africa. Nobody's going to look at you because you look different. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One thing in Africa, just your status. When you have the means, every door is open for you, which are things that African American has that power.
Did you say in
You know,
Africa, if you have the means, every door is open?
me, yes,
I got distracted. Okay, yeah, yeah.
yes. All right.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm trying to contrast is that basically, if you have the means, every door it's open around the world. But I look at Oprah.
Oh, yeah.
She went to Paris. She went to Paris, walking in the store. She's a billionaire, but she
Mm-hmm.
got looked up like a thief.
Yeah.
So if you have means in Africa, being black person, you're not gonna have that. So we
Yeah.
need to stop to go more
We do.
places that the people don't like you. You know.
BM, I completely agree because the problem a lot of people have is they give white people too much credit.
Yes.
Like and not enough credit to our African people. I mean, I'd rather be in Uganda or I'd rather be in South Africa or Kenya than France. Anyway, you know, we give white people way too much credit and not enough credit to ourselves, to our people, and that's something that we really, and that comes from self-confidence. Like white folks, like white men, a lot of times they try to create this ideal that they're smarter, you know, and it's not that they're smarter. It's just in a lot of cases they're more confident, and confidence can look like intelligence. Because if a person isn't confident, they're not going to be able to put one step in front of the other one to complete something. I mean, self-confidence and this whole black, and I don't agree with calling a race of people black anyway, because if you look at the definition of black, matter of fact, I'm going to do this. All right. If you look at the definition of black, all right, the darkest color, let me see, something black, to refuse, undertake, just all these negative connotations are attached to black, right? And look at the definition of white. You know,
Yeah, but
like
I
everything good.
understand. I understand, brother. You know.
Yeah, we're not black. We're African. We're of African descent. And so, what was I about? I forgot my point. But yeah, just like we need to start having more confidence in our own abilities. I think that is the key, and that gets taken away when you think that you're less than and things like that. You know what I mean? And that has to come not only from us here in America, but Africans too. You know, having that belief that Africa is good, that Africans are good. Because I mean, not just people here in America, but Africans. You know, we've been through a lot. You know, through colonialism, all these isms, like you know, trying to incorporate with white culture. I mean, that's the worst thing we could have done, in my opinion, is try to get a seat at the white man's table. But we're gonna do better and get better as time goes on. What do y'all think, ladies?
Hello. Yeah, that is so true because things will really get better because we feel, when people come on the ground here, things will be able to change. But we appreciate the conversation. We've been listening.
That was so helpful.
We learned so much from your conversation.
I was actually enjoying the conversation. I told Tina, I think we should listen to this conversation until the live
because you guys speak volumes. We really appreciate that. That was really so helpful.
Okay.
And maybe if you're watching this, maybe you could also just tell us what do you think about what our two guests just said. For us, we think I think those are like major points, eh?
Exactly.
Those are like major points.
I appreciate that. Y'all are way too kind. Way too kind.
Way too kind.
Have you been to Uganda before?
No, I have not. Not
No,
yet.
I have not. Not yet.
Okay. Are you planning to?
Yeah, I plan on visiting
Kenya
early next year.
Early next year.
Okay.
Yeah, up to this point, I've only been to Mexico. And I grew up near Canada.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting. But we appreciate. Maybe you can come back next time. But we appreciate everything. Most people.
I definitely will.
Really
I definitely will.
Yeah.
How often do you do lives?
We do every Wednesday.
Okay.
We do live once every week. Every Wednesday.
Okay. Okay. I'll definitely be back. I'll be back.
Yeah.
It was nice having you though, and thank you so much for sharing.
My pleasure.
That
Thank you all.
information with our subscribers.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
So guys, I hope you've actually picked something. For us, we have picked things. And we'd love to know from you, what do you think about what these two gentlemen just said? What do you think about what these two gentlemen have said? Probably you could just leave a comment, then we'll read it out.
Exactly. So let's just read out some of your comments that we've tried to put across here. Wilson is saying, according to Mandela Research Firm, 17% of African Americans take one or more international trips to travel locally, more than 6 per year. Wow. Because someone was saying most people do not have the funds to travel to Africa. That's why they have that other mindset. Maybe African women are looking out for green cards. You need to come on the ground, because that is not the case, I think. Because when you come here, African women, by the way, have a connection. They know what they want. So if you're looking out for a woman, if you think maybe someone is taking advantage of you, not everyone takes advantage of the other. When people move to Africa, they of course date for different reasons, but majorly most people prefer long-lasting relationships here. I would tell you by a fact that in Uganda, most women prefer long relationships than that just, ending up to divorce. Most of us do not believe in divorce here. So most people who think they're going to come here because, I just want her for this time, for the shortest time possible, trust me, African women love long-lasting relationships. I think anyone can agree with me there.
I think they prefer. The better word would be they prefer.
They prefer long-lasting because divorce rates here are really low. In Uganda, first of all,
out of 5, it's like one out of 5.
Exactly.
Nowadays they have started copying
the Western culture.
Nowadays the African woman will not bear.
Exactly.
Anything goes wrong, she makes that decision.
Yeah. Then Mr. Truth is saying, if the African If the African on the continent and the African in the diaspora unite, the two cultures would be unstoppable. Exactly. Because, you know, if we all come together, because someone was saying that it's really so hard to come to Uganda. I've not heard that so much from other people who have come here before, finding it so difficult, like getting the visa. I think it's not really so strict like the way it is for an African who goes to the diaspora, because we have so many restrictions as Africans. Because I can bear you witness, I have so many friends who have tried to go abroad. Maybe they've gotten married to foreigners here, but they fail to go because of the visa processing. You know, they cannot get. It is really so strict. Than a person coming from abroad or from the diaspora to come and marry someone here, it is much easier for you guys. But for someone from Africa, it is really they make it really so hard for someone to go abroad, unless maybe you have a child with the person, unless you're legally married. But if you're just dating and maybe you want to go and meet your spouse abroad or in the diaspora, trust me, it is really so hard, you know. So I think, like Mr. Truth has said, unity comes between us. If we unite, the people in the diaspora and of course in Africa come together, make things, you know, easy for people to move here and there, I think it can be more easier. And of course, these other things of people taking advantage, people thinking that people are taking advantage of the other may not even surface. That's what I think. Then let's just read your comments here, because that is just an opinion from us for people who think maybe we marry. Why do we marry? For, you know, for benefit? It's not for benefit really most of the time. Most people look at the bigger picture. That's what I should tell you. Someone can disagree.
Most people look at a bigger picture, but me, I might say some also prefer the other. Though most people are just shy to say, but I feel like most of them have hidden agendas. It's just along the way that maybe things don't work and they opt for
Yeah. That is so true.
But everyone has their own intention. So we can't say most of them want maybe only the love or what. Yeah, we can't say that. Yeah? Because there are people who just want the money.
Exactly.
But of course, we are living in a society where you just you can't come out and say you are there for the money.
Yes, you're not here for the money. But
so we try to hide. We try to hide.
Of course, those are the few who go in for the money. But of course, people have a mentality that African women love the money. They want to change their lifestyle.
No,
they want to do this.
You'll be surprised. No,
it's not about that. Yes. So someone was saying they should rather come here and get someone. Yes, people here are very cultured, by the way. So we go with the cultural values in the society. That's why we feel you may find us strange, like we are so good to be true. You know, when you find a woman here and you feel like, okay, how can this person be really so good like this? But because of our cultural values, we value them so much. That's why the divorce rate is also low. We are trained, we are taught by our parents, you know, to respect marriage. If you're going to get into a relationship with someone, at least you go through so many people telling you how you're supposed to treat a man, how you're going to, you know, have your family talk with one another, make things work out. So the divorce rate is not really so much here. So when you come on the ground, by the way, someone was also saying that if you come here, you'll be able to see a difference. It's not what you see on TV, because, you know, the media usually puts out the wrong information out there, portrays the bad side.
I mean, it's not wrong information. They just don't balance. Yeah. Okay. Because the Africa that is shown is not the Africa that for us we're experiencing. Yeah? I think they don't balance. I think that's the problem. They focus more on the other side. Yeah? So everyone thinks, oh my God. So this is how Africa actually looks. It's totally different.
Wow. And the people who want to come and date multiple girls here, it's not that we love it. By the way, most African women don't love it. It's just because of circumstances that push them to do that. Maybe because of family, maybe because, you know, you have no option that you can go into
and issues
polygamy.
may rise along the way. You should be ready. You should be ready for that. Anything can happen along the way, so you have to really be careful.
Yeah. Let me go through the comments again. What was this and saying? Oh, then someone was also talking about how they lost their women when they go abroad. Maybe they change. How true is that? Why do African women change?
That's what
when they move
married for different reasons.
For different reasons. But I think it's because of the expectations. You know, when African women go abroad, they don't find what they expected. Maybe they thought maybe things are much better.
Yeah.
And
they reach there and
things are really so hard. That's why they change.
Somehow I think that could be true. What do you think? What do you think? Why do you think these women actually change when they're with their final destination?
Is there anyone who wants to join the stream? I'm leaving a link here. Mr. Truth, do you have anything to say? I've just left the link here for you to join. Okay. FB Nigel, do you have anything to say? You can feel free to join the stream so that we can have a little conversation here before we sign off.
Truth say this because some get Americanized.
That is also true, by the way. Sometimes when people forget.
Yeah,
they forget where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Then, people get divorced, people get so many things that confuse them. Yeah. Then Rose is saying, I have a friend who went to the States from here when they were in high school. That's been 8 years. She failed to get a boyfriend because how they take the relationships there. Yeah, by the way, and relationships. Let me tell you guys how we see relationships out there. Like, we don't really think some things can really work out. Like the way we see on movies, like they're just short term. Most people don't mind about, long relationships. Most people just take things, for short term. If you don't provide for me this, if you don't buy for me a house, if you don't buy for me a car, I'm out. You don't provide for me, I'm out. And that is not what people want. Like Rose, I think Rose is really talking out of, good experience. Now, if a man has a lot of money, the woman will stay. Wow. About money, not everybody is all about the money. Because there are some people, even if you have, what is that saying? You can have the whole world.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not all about the money. Sometimes it's how you feel, because money is just something that you can get and you can lose at once. That's what we are taught here. So money shouldn't be a priority. If you're thinking about money and you're getting into a relationship, maybe with someone, or if you go abroad and you get someone because maybe they had the money, that money can disappear anytime. So I don't think it's all about the money. It's about the connection and how your comfort, how you're going to get a family. That's what you should really say. Then someone is saying people should unite, become wealthy. Yeah, as people work together. So it's not about one side benefiting better. Don't you think so?
Like everyone should bring something at least.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, in Uganda, we believe in 50-50. We don't believe on the 50-50, but still, when someone brings something to the table.
Nowadays, they are getting to believe because the men are also becoming so tricky.
Men are really so tricky nowadays. So women are standing up, to provide. So if you come together as a family, wealth, of course,
Miguel says God gave us Ugandan women so that we can live well 100%.
Ugandan women are here like I think BM said before, you need to come to Africa, because you can't just keep watching YouTube videos that have told you how women are here. You've watched so many people talk about African women, and you're not yet on that continent. You need to move down here so that you can be able to see what they have, because what they show you is just the cream. They show you just one side. Come on the ground so that you can be able to get them, because you'll be able to get so many of them. Very good ones, by the way.
Beware of toxic feminists in Africa. They could mess you up. It's true. These feminists nowadays, Bambi.
Yeah, there's someone here. Let me see. Rose Basemera.
Hey.
Hello, Rose. Hi, you're welcome. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you, ladies?
We are right.
Let me first get your piece real quick. Okay. First, give me a second. Hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Rose. We can hear you clearly.
Okay. So, what actually wanted to talk about? Oh, let me first remove this. I don't want to echo.
That is better. We can hear you clearly, Rose.
Oh, yeah. So I wanted to talk about when they were talking about the fact that African women are interested in money or stuff like that. I wanted to throw up some picture on that. The fact that actually, I want to answer the question like your title, where why African women maybe prefer foreigners. It's not really because of the money, like they say, but it's how they are being treated. People might think that, oh, they're being given money or that, but it's not really that, because we, like you said, we are taught to believe that money can go away any second. You might have all the money today, and tomorrow something happens, and you no longer have anything. So it's about how someone is treated.
True, true.
So here, the African men have the thing of like they are more superior than women, so they kind of respect them less. And then when a foreigner comes up, there's a way they know how to like respect the women, maybe like an equal or something. So they might have the money, but the main thing is not really the money, but how the woman is being treated. That's why I will not say that African women prefer foreigners, but they prefer someone who treats them well, regardless whether they have a lot of money or not, and regardless whether they are a foreigner or not. It's just about the respect, the connection, and I guess the love, or maybe the love comes later, but mainly how someone is treated.
You're right, Rose, because this is what we keep telling our subscribers here. We keep telling them that, by the way, in Uganda, most especially, it's not all about the money. Most people want to be loved.
Yes.
Like how you treat someone, how you respect their family, how you respect, herself, how you treat her in public, not only at home, how you treat her at home and in the public. That matters a lot. It's not about the money. It's not about the green card. Because, most people think we marry foreigners because we need to get a green card. We need, of course, that is also there. Maybe those are just also to a smaller percentage that people have that in the back of their mind.
And I could say maybe many have also gotten it through that way. Yes, but we are looking at these women and we think, for me, my opinion, I think they want both the care and the money. Because these two go hand in hand, to be honest.
That's the truth.
Like the woman will not, the woman will start complaining, oh my God, okay, the care is there, then what? So for me, I'm thinking, please give her both. Give her both and we see what she will do. If she comes to complain again, we come and have this conversation.
Mr. Truth, you said no romance without finance. Okay, of course you can't be dying of poverty on the streets, loving each other. But what I mean is like it's not like very rich. Like as long as you're there for each other, because there are Africans that are rich. But I'm not going to be bruised every night or because
because of the money.
I know. So it all goes hand in hand. We balance. I'm going to. But it's not only like finance only or romance only. It's like how they say you can't build a house without just one element. You have to balance everything. Love, care, money, whatever. We balance.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
No money, no honey.
No money, no honey. No.
And that is why I was saying I think the woman needs both.
Then someone is saying that if you treat her like a goddess, but it works to McDonald's, yes, cannot afford to take care of her and her children the way they expect, sure, she will leave him. Reason to be high divorce rate. What do you think about the divorce rate in Uganda? Is it really common?
Do you think it's high?
No, it's not. And remember, the level of most of people are like in middle class families, others are below living, standards. But people are happily enough. So that's what I'm saying. It's really not about the money. Even though it's little money, but you balance it well, you eat, you can dress. It doesn't have to be in a private jet or what, or like that. No. But that's what I'm trying to tell this boy. It's not about all the money. It's just how you. Even though it's little money, but how do you, I don't even know how to really explain it. It's hard to put it in 2 words. But even when you don't have all that, the divorce levels are really low. or people just even don't get married also actually. Okay, people get married because the traditional wedding is still a marriage, regardless. No church wedding, what at the introduction is a traditional wedding, literally. So a lot of people marry and they don't look back, even though the guy like cheats or does what. Most of the women actually just, it's the divorce thing is not in our nature. And yes, whoever is asking if I'm Ugandan, I'm very, very Ugandan. Thank you very much. I'm just here in Entebbe sipping a cup of tea.
Yes, Rose, you're so right. Like the divorce rate, you've said it so well. Like in Uganda, it is really so low. It will take, because it will take the whole clan,
like,
to come together.
I told you, like out of 5 can get 1.
It will take a whole clan to come and sit down a couple so that they make
down
and make
Are you
sure.
really ready for this?
So it takes really so much for someone to take, divorce here. But I have an echo. Sorry for that. There is divorce. Are there divorces in Uganda?
Yeah.
Not at all. We don't have any divorce rates here. Like not so much.
No, we have them, but the rate is very small. We have Uganda is also a normal country, but the rate is very tiny, like tiny. Though nowadays we have seen the number growing though, and we are getting scared, and that's why we want such platforms to discuss what's the problem. Because gone are the days when Uganda had I think had no rate for divorce, but nowadays getting tricky.
Wow.
Well, I think why the divorce levels are coming up, like now it's not even from the mature people, it's more of the young people who are trying to get like married quickly. I think that watching too much of the westernized stuff, like 20 people are getting involved, but they don't even know what they want. 20, a man doesn't know what he wants. No offense, I'm just saying. And they're getting married. By 22, he's like, no, what? And things are going to be messed up. Like people are rushing into things. I don't even know why. Okay, look at what people used to still, but now it's a different generation, so things change. But now people are rushing, and when they rush, by the time someone is 30 and they married at 20, like by 25 they're like, no, I think we should be like friends or something. It's not working out, and then they chill. So it's all about either they're rushing or it's just like peer pressure. Oh, my friends are getting married, I need to hook myself up with someone just to fit in the status or something. It's more of people wanting to be so modernized when they actually don't, or something like that. So people are rushing into things, and when they realize the mistakes, they end up like divorcing, cheating, whatever things you call it, but just breaking up a family, in short, because they just rushed. They really rushed. People rushed. You find someone trying, we want to get married. The man doesn't even know why he wants to be, but I don't know, and they're just rushing. Why don't they just stay together until they're sure they want to get married, maybe, before they rush into marriage? I had the women be pressuring the men. I know what's happening with us young girls of these days. I'm not saying like they're losing like the bigger picture so much that they just wanting to be so modernized, the way that you have to marry me, we are dating for 3 months, we have to marry me by force, 20 years old, by 22 she's like, I'm tired of you or something. So either they are just actually getting so into the, that modernized or westernized mindset a lot, they feel like it's cool, to have like 3 divorces. It's like now a culture or a trend, like if I don't divorce like twice or something, I'm not a cool girl. Things of being the cool clique. So what? It's just annoying. But there are those people that actually are looking into wanting to be like the celebrities from the US or in the UK who have like 9 divorces, J-Lo or whoever, they feel like it's cool, but really, so that's what's happening, because the divorce rates that we're starting to get are not from the mature people like 30s, 40s. Most of them are from the young kids brushing, and then by 25 they don't want it anymore. So yeah, I think that's one of the reasons. One of the reasons.
So Rose, what do you think about Ugandan women who prefer to date foreigners? What is your thought about it?
Why are they opting for the foreigners?
And they're leaving out people within here. What do you think about it?
Well, I talked about it before, because I said it's all about the care.
I talked about it before.
Because like what I know right now is, of course, I know some that are and some that are not, but most of them are just having that thing of like, he treats me right, or he sees me for who I am, like, he listens to me, and maybe the people past experiences that people had here, we are not that good. Like, it's like maybe I'm tired of. I've had a lot of friends saying, I'm tired of Ugandan men. I do not even know really why, but yeah, I'm tired of Ugandan men. Maybe this or that. Because also now the kids of like the youth these days, the Ugandan youth of these days are also picking up the trend that I'm telling you about. So they're all acting like they don't want to be told, don't want to listen to a woman. They think they know everything, like, and then like someone says happy woman, happy whatever, like it's not supposed to like listen to whatever the woman is saying, but give her at least a chance to talk. Don't make all the decisions for her, don't do everything for her. It's just like, I think that's what's happening mainly, because a lot of girls are complaining about dudes of these days. Either they are dating foreigners or they're dating older men. Mostly of the women, like women in the youths, like 20s, mid-20s, or late 20s, maybe early 30s. Most of them are either going for foreigners or older men, because by that older men here have that understanding, they're a bit mature. Now the kids are just playing a lot. So they are either opting for like a guy who's like 10 years older than them or a foreigner, because there's that, I don't know, mutual understanding or respect to something that now these youths, the Ugandan youths, the boys don't have, that they're losing. They're just, even, to be honest, even the other thing is not good. I won't say what it is, but I hope you understand. So that's it.
That is so interesting.
Someone is asking, are you married, Rose?
No, I'm not married, but
No,
I
I'm
have
not
a
married, but I
boyfriend.
have a boyfriend. Okay.
Had it. Thank you. But thank you for sharing with us that. I think you have a point. I think you have a point, and if we follow all these things, I think all these misunderstandings won't be there. It's just that we feel like people are not listening.
No, they don't
like
listen.
Words are coming in from here and getting out from here. But if we listen, I think all these rates will reduce and we shall live peacefully.
Yeah, someone is saying here, it is true. I got married young, divorced young, and I lost my home in the divorce. So please, young people, have patience. I agree. I'm single now and no kids, 46 years old, live in the USA. Wow, Elijah. We actually interacted with someone today who divorced. He's just 30. He just clocked 30, but he's divorced. So he was telling us his story about how we got married at 26 and they divorced. Is it last year? After 3 years.
Wedding.
A very nice wedding after investing so much. So basically we asked him, what was the reason for the divorce? What really made you people? Couldn't you talk about it? She was like, no, it was just because of her extravagancy. She was so extravagant and we couldn't handle. And I think we were really so young. We didn't understand. And we were like, but you were dating before. I thought you knew one another before you got into marriage. So sometimes it's about rushing into something that you may not handle. That's why most people, when they get someone maybe older, that's when they prefer to get, because maybe the other one is more understanding, they've gone through life. And the most interesting thing about this guy that we interacted with today was like, he's not ready to get married again.
And even if he's together, girl, now, it won't be for marriage. That girl will have to wait. So see how some people are going to suffer because of some people's bad experiences.
It was really so sad.
But we tried to encourage him. We told him not to lose hope. I mean, there's always a second chance.
And he told us that he's only there for, for fun. He's not dating for anything serious. Everyone who comes.
If he sees the girl is serious, takes off. Life has come to that.
Life has come to that feeling. Yeah. But that is really so bad. Then we were saying it's about money and talent, unity in find talented women with business ideas, long-term partnership, build and invest in a family business. Yeah, it's all about understanding, really, because if you understand one another and you have good goals together, you build your goals. Yes.
I want to add on something before I take a leave.
Okay. Please.
Apart, he was he married early and they divorced early. Then you asked if they knew each other, and this is another thing where we go wrong recently. My parents always told me, marry someone who's your friend, because as time goes on, you'd rather be with someone you can stand than someone you can't, because things are always going to go wrong. It's never going to be perfect. But if it's someone you can stand, a friend, even though maybe a love kind of declines or something happens for like maybe a month or maybe a year, you still have that bondage of friendship that keeps you going because you understand yourselves more. So the things of rushing are not good. Like you've met someone 2 weeks, you start by like going straight into vibing them, like, oh, I want you to be mine or what. That's good for like maybe one night stand or something. But for a lasting thing, it's better to first get to know someone on a friendship level before you add on the next level. It's like stages. Don't just go. You have to go step by step. Or if you miss a step, you're going to fall flat on your face. So that's what I mean. Like that's something else this era we do not have. People are always rushing. I don't know if people are just horny all the time. I do not know if they just can't take time to get to know someone, because it makes a whole lot different. Because as time goes on, maybe feelings will decline, attraction will decline. But if there's something like friendship there, regardless of feelings, even though the attractiveness disappears, because as we get old, maybe you get less attractive, that's obvious. But you know, if there's that friendship, like that connection as friends, that can never go away. Like you connect regardless. It doesn't change if you grow old. It doesn't change if one loses money. It doesn't change if anything happens. But if there's no friendship behind that, and it was all just maybe sexual attraction, or hey, he looks good, she looks good, there's money, those things can vanish, and then everything will just, you'll be like, now why did I marry this one? For what? Because the one reason you married them for is not strong enough to hold the foundation. It's just nothing. So there's that thing that you also don't have anymore, that thing of getting to know someone before we pursue a bigger thing like a relationship, or even wife them, or marry them. Because people are just rushing. Oh, 2 months, you even don't know what her last name is, and you're already proposing. Go, you're popping. You don't even know anything. What if you're going? It's like a lot. Even though you be with someone for years, even though it's like a 1 year, if you don't actually settle down and get to know someone, you might date someone for a year and you never get to know who they really are, because some people pretend. So it's just crazy. Just before you just tell them how maybe you're interested in dating, what, first get to know them as a friend. Because when you get to know someone as a friend, they are open to, like, if someone is free with you and they are free with you, they be themselves. If it means farting in front of you, they'll fart. Like, they're just so normal that you just know this is the person. This is how they are. So they will not change. Some people, when you tell them about dating or what, they want to be perfect. Yet after 2 months, their real self, you don't even like it. So it's good first get to know someone on a friendship basis. If they're free with you and they open up with you and they just be themselves, the better. Because if you know someone for who they are, other things are just nothing. Even though problems come up, things get a bit easier to handle.
Better, and you can easily solve these problems as friends, because you understand one another, you're really friends, the other one understands you. So friendship-based marriage situations are really better. What do you think? One last thing before you go off, Rose. What do you think about the 50-50? Because our brothers in the diaspora think that we should also provide something. We should bring something on the table, because 50-50 is not really so much here in Uganda. We prefer to be given as women, What do you think about it?
Well, I prefer to be given than to give, because for me, most women in Uganda, to be honest, I used to think of like men are supposed to do everything. Like, of course, even though you go out on a date, a man is supposed to pay. But me, I believe sometimes, maybe for the date things, I barely pay unless it's me who has called you on the date. Then I will pay because it's me who made up the whole thing. But if it's you, then you have to pay. That's what I think. But then I'm just saying, like, if it comes to like other things, like now you're really together, I believe you should. Because me, if someone is giving everything, that's not the person I wanted to be, and that's not the person I want to be still. Like, I really feel like you should. Why not? Why not? Why shouldn't you? But then here is that thing of like a man is supposed to provide everything.
Provide everything. But with our economy, things have really changed. So if you don't provide something, the man will go for the next woman. And men nowadays prefer even women who are working, who have something on the table,
No, but no, still there are some men who will be like, I'll give you everything. What? But then me, I will still be like, no, sorry, I don't need everything. I can also provide myself. Because that's just who I am. But there are some men who be like, don't do anything. I don't want you to touch anything. But me, I just can't be there seated, you pampering me like a princess. I don't like that thing. I like being physically, engaged. I can't just sit there. You can give me whatever you want, but I'll still give myself what I want either. So there are men who will say, no, don't do anything. What? Like now, someone here has said that Ugandan woman should never pay. You can say, don't do what I want, but me, I'm just a stubborn. You know what? I feel like if giving me everything is, I don't know. I feel like I just doesn't sit right with me. You can give me everything you want, but I'll still give myself something. I'm just like that. But yeah, some people will be like, he didn't even pay for what?
Would you go for a blesser if you're not dating? If you're not dating right now, would you go for a blesser?
A blesser is like what? A sugar daddy.
Someone
Simple
okay. Sugar daddy. Someone
for lack of a better word.
That's still a complicated question because I don't know if I don't like someone, even though you're blessed, I just do not like you. So there's also that if there's no there's nothing like they are sparkling, I won't just come because you're blessed. Because me, I remember when I did sister tag on my channel, I said it like me, I cannot hide something. Like, if I don't like someone, I can't even pretend that I like you. So even though you're blessed and you have all the money and I don't like you, I do not, unless maybe I have cancer and I'm dying and I need your money for treatment. Otherwise, unless maybe I like you, maybe then we can talk. But if not, then I'm not looking that side, to be honest.
Wow, thank you so much, Rose, for your contribution.
Yeah,
that was really
that was
nice.
So helpful. Me, I've actually picked some points.
What point have you picked?
I'll tell you later.
Okay,
You see, in exams, the teacher teaches, then for someone to understand, it's during exam. That's when your students have understood. So for me, I've understood.
I'll set a test.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Guys.
Good
night.
Good night to you. Have a blessed night. So we are still continuing the topic of the day, which is why would African women prefer to date?
Why are African women preferring to date outside?
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah. Why are they opting for that? Because gone are the days when these women were just they were okay with what they have, but we've seen like a lot of them nowadays are preferring foreigners. So we are wondering what could be the cause. What is it that these people are not doing,
providing,
that the other ones are doing? Yeah. So today we are basically discussing that. And we thank you for all of you who have actually contributed something. I think that contribution was helpful, Rose. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I agree with Rose. I have something for yourself. Yeah, you have to have something for yourself. Thank you so much, Rose, for that. We appreciate. Yeah, then. Yeah, it is already midnight, guys.
Oh my God, 22
minutes past midnight. Yes. But we appreciate you guys so much for the contribution. Yeah. This has been really a learning process.
I've actually enjoyed this
because
it's always nice when we also speak your opinions and we get to see you people speak, because all this while we are speaking,
exactly,
just the two of us. So it's really interesting, and we thank you for all of you who have actually given us some points. We have actually written down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then, in case you have any questions, we are going to the last segment of the live stream. As usual, we go to the last session where you ask us any questions, anything that you want to know, anything you want to disagree with, anything you want to ask us about African women, why they would prefer. You can ask anything right now. This is a session for you guys to ask anything. And of course, in case there's something that you want us to discuss next time,
you can also tell us what to do. You guys also help us, because you tell us what to discuss in the next live. These lives are nice when there's normally a topic. Of course, we have like sessions. Yeah. Yes, so this life is nice. You can also suggest for us what topic you think we should discuss next week. Yeah, today's topic was suggested last week. That is why today we had this discussion, and we are liking it. What do you think?
Wow.
Jesse Johnson says, I'm here.
You're welcome.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. I don't mind providing everything as long as food is cooked, nurtured in your home. And that is the typical African woman. You know, we are taught to take care of the family, make sure everything is well at home. You've cooked for your man, you've taken care of the family, the kids, everything is well set. So the other thing of you looking for the money is a plus for you. I just want to know how to cook good food. Yeah, you should come here so that you can know how to cook the African food. We have very good cuisines here. So in case you come down to Uganda, you're going to have
feel at home.
Yeah, you're going to really have a good time.
Ask Rod.
Yeah, just come to Uganda. I'm trying to come out there. Yes, Smith, you should really come down here.
Making the right decision, please come.
Come down here so that you can see what we've been
You'll
talking
come
about.
and thank us later.
Exactly. Because there's good food, good women, good everything is here. Yes, but of course, we have also our the bad side. Of course, media will always tell you.
Don't only expect the good side.
The good side.
It's always the other side, but we'll focus more on
the good side.
Wilson Antonio says there are different stages to dating, and with each stage comes different benefits. Certain benefits for just dating, benefits for being exclusive, and all the benefits of being the wife.
Exactly. You're so right. That is 100% right.
FB Girlness says matoke. Yes, we have a lot of matoke.
Yes, there's a lot of bananas. Do African women believe in having multiple male friends? Yeah, we do have multiple male friends, but depends on what extent that you treat them.
If you have to be careful because the man will think.
You have to be extremely careful here if you have so many male friends and you're married, or if you're dating, because people are jealous down here, you know. So you having male friends,
just like you are jealous, even African men are jealous.
Yeah, so you have to be extremely careful.
If you have them. Yes, I'll be there. It would be nice seeing you, JC. Rose says if you don't know how to cook, chibok.
I'm tired of eating junk food. Yes, when you come here, there's a lot of organic food. You're going to find really organic food here. We rarely have the junk food, by the way.
Becky Allen says I'm always late. Yeah, you're always late, by the Becky. But anyway, better late than never. Next time, same time. 8 p.m.
Yeah,
8 p.m. sharp. Tune in. We shall be live.
Yeah, I did my COVID test today, so I can enter. Wow, you're coming to Uganda. To Africa, maybe Africa, I don't know. But you're most welcome. They're not, except the ones who party
a lot with a lot of Western mindset.
Exactly. They're there. There are so many of them.
They're also there by them.
So especially the town girls, if you meet the town girls, you know.
Those high-end you just have to choose which one you want.
I just discovered your channel. I can't stop big watching you catch up. Oh, Pal Uganda, thank you so much. We appreciate your support as well.
It's nice having you here, and you have chosen the right channel.
The right family. Yeah. Then you all were talking about a blesser. No, we're just asking Rose what she thinks about having a blesser, because most people think if you marry a foreigner, you're going to get a blesser, or you're marrying a blesser. So we're asking her what she thinks about it. So she gave us her opinion on that as well.
Rose says you started at 8 p.m. Is this at 8 p.m?
Yeah, we started at 10.
Oh, today we didn't. We normally start at 8. Today just because of but we normally do 8.
Yeah.
Today it was just because of we're just from reviewing a house and we're a bit tired. So we just needed to rest. But it's usually 8.
9.
9?
What? It's usually 9. Yeah, I sent a sendwave for your data. Oh, thank you so much, Wilson. We
really appreciate
so much. We appreciate you guys have been really supportive with us. Yeah.
Zoro, someone says thanks for the live farm.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the support. All your questions are
sticking
answered.
around for all these hours.
Someone is saying here, will Uganda women date unmarried older women like me? I'm 46 old. Should I come there and date my age or younger? Because I don't mind having kids at my age. Elijah, 46 is not that old. Is that old?
That's not
That's because I think they're also old.
In Uganda, we don't consider 46 old.
Yeah. So you can marry your age mates as well. Your age.
I mean, the ball is
bracket.
on your hands. You
The
can
younger
choose.
ones, you can, not really too young again, but. Yeah. Because our age, defilement age is below 18. So if you're below 18, there are people will be very.
Sonia says I'm coming to Uganda to find my wife.
Yeah, you should really come. So Elijah, you're free to come to Uganda, come to Africa. You'll be able to get a beautiful, hardworking woman.
Marry a black living outside of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the secret. FBS says I like Ugandan YouTubers like BNT, Weke Mbavazi, and Rachel Nalumo.
Thank you so much, Girl. We appreciate it. Means really a lot.
Thank you so much for always sticking around here. Then it's really late. It's really late here. It's really late. Yeah, it's coming to one.
It is. Yeah. midnight here. Rose, are you a YouTuber? Yes, she is a YouTuber. You can support her on her channel. Yes, she has lovely content right there. She's a very, very good YouTuber there. And she's doing Vlogmas as well. Then Elijah is saying 46 years old, you'll be able to marry 22 years.
And that defines me.
No, that is not defined, but she can get some. Yeah, stop intercontinental sugar daddy hustling. Of course. It's not about hustling, but it's someone's choice, by the way. So get wife thrown at me every time I go to Africa. Wow. You're so lucky. Yeah, how do you get them?
You're lucky. People are actually looking. Then for you, just get them thrown at you. You are one of the lucky ones. Right? Mr. Truth says, okay, we'll look you up.
Yeah, at Rose's channel.
Okay.
Yes, a black woman in Africa.
I think you can choose though. We don't want to tell you to choose the black woman in Africa, but she might go wrong. We have seen many go wrong. So, yeah, I don't know. Just give it a try. Try and fail. I don't fail to try.
Exactly.
All right, guys.
My eyes are almost closing.
You stop at 1 a.m. No, we are going to stop. Our eyes are actually closing. You can see. We didn't rest.
We woke
up a very hectic day. Woke up so early to shoot for you people content. And then we had to come live. We had to organize the faces, come fresh.
We had an early morning, by the way. But we appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, we appreciate you guys so much.
38 people still watching.
Wow, yes.
Alone. And today is not the internet has not disturbed alone.
Not so much, by the way. I think the connection is stabilizing. So next time we shall be able to bring more topics, more interactive.
Once in a while we do StreamYard to invite people. But sometimes we shall just be the two of us and we read comments.
Yeah. What do you guys think about next week? What should we discuss on? Is there any other topic that you want us to bring up?
Yeah, you could
so that in relation to dating, anything that you want us to discuss next time, all your suggestions are really welcome, guys.
Told you your wish is our command.
Then someone is saying, I have a question. When are we collaborating? Help me to come to interview. Yeah, by the way, we shall be in interview very soon. Will we come this year? Maybe early next year.
I'm not sure. We don't want to promise you this year.
Because
we have plans a bit tricky.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky, Rose, but we shall be able. We shall
promise. Yeah, we shall hit you
because Entebbe is one of our favorite places, by the way. So we shall come to Entebbe.
Home.
You two are beautiful. Thank you so much, Norman. We appreciate you guys so much.
BNT, keep it 100%. Why are Ugandan women so beautiful and
our traditions and our culture. So I feel that's why we are beautiful in and out. That's why we are like this. But we thank you so much, FP
Smith
Nigel.
says, be blessed and a good human being.
Thank you so much, Smith. Shout out to everyone who joined us on this stream. By the way, everyone who contributed.
38 people still on. It's really interesting.
Yeah, everyone who contributed on Super Chat, we appreciate you guys have been supportive from day one. We appreciate you so much. May God bless your pockets, and we hope see
you again here next week, same time.
Same time.
8 or 9? 9,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. So much. Like
maybe. But if you're new here, this channel creates real estate and lifestyle videos. We usually go live once a week. So in this live, we normally have topics of discussion. Then we also get to catch up with you people just. Yeah, so feel free. In case you landed on this channel today, you have actually chosen the right channel in Uganda.
Men you don't like would be a good topic.
Men we don't like. That's nice. Thank you so much, Dixie.
Let me not.
Men you don't like. Thank you. Someone says thanks for the live. I ran up to the store and everything while listening. Lord.
Really? Wow, that is so nice. Thank you so much.
And you should ask people where are they from.
Yeah, we do ask that at the beginning of the live stream, Maki.
Yeah, we normally tell them to just comment where you're watching us from. We normally do that.
We normally ask that at the beginning of the live stream. Where are you watching us from, Maki? Maybe
where are you watching us? Things men do that women dislike. Topic.
Okay,
that's also an interesting one. Thank you so much, Rose. Yeah, keep those topics coming, so that we know what to discuss the next slide.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rose. Thank you so much.
You can always support the channel through. You can also become our patron, by the way. We have a Patreon
So there
account.
are different ways you can support B&T Lifeline YouTube channel. So we have a Patreon account where you can be a patron. And thank you for those who are already patrons. We have a patron. You made patron this month?
No, we have only 3. We have 4 Patreons.
We have 4.
Yeah.
Yes. Then also when we are going live, you can support this channel through Super Chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you can also become a member of the channel to support the girls. We do real estate, so we move a lot and we invest so much.
Yeah.
And also
so this money helps us to. You can see the kind of videos for us we do. We are sorry to say they are not so.
They're not cheap.
They're not cheap. I think not cheap is a more polite word. They are not cheap. We invest a lot because we want to show you people what the media doesn't show you about Uganda. Yeah. So this small contribution, we use it to help us run this few errands.
Yeah. Wow. Then we were saying Norman was saying I'm from Auckland, USA. Wow,
nice
watching from that USA. Then Maki is saying I'm from USA, I'm African American. Wow, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate so much. That was really good that you came to the live stream today. That really means a lot to us, when you guys come and join, come and give us your opinion.
Makes us feel like we are not talking to
ourselves
and the world.
But we appreciate everyone who has really come here, who has joined us, our American friends, Europe, everywhere in the world.
Wilson says I need a free place to live in Uganda.
A free place? What do you mean? Like, do you want to get a house? You could also
say a free place. I'm sorry, there are no free places to live in Uganda. Okay, maybe when you just meant a free country. Maybe if you just meant Ugandans, you were late. Ugaman, you were late.
Oh, hey guys, Ugaman, thank you so much.
Becky Allen says they ain't cheap. You ladies put in a lot of work.
Yeah, we try our best.
You know what it is.
We try really our best.
Because we committed ourselves from day one. From when this channel started, we committed ourselves. And we don't want to let you down.
Exactly.
We don't want to see you going away. So we are keeping you there because we want to do our best.
True.
Because if you promise, you deliver.
True.
Guys,
thank you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We realize most of our family members here show that most people are not subscribed, but
they watch, but they are not subscribed.
Yes, they watch so much. So we request you kindly, please, if you haven't already, please subscribe, and also, share the videos with your friends. Keep the, don't keep the good news to yourselves. Always share these videos with other people so that they can discover the channel. We have so much that we shall be discussing on this channel. We have so much planned for this channel as well. I know the year is really ending.
We only have December to go and we are there.
Yeah.
And next year we want to make it different. New Year's come with different what?
Fresh content.
We are still planning. We shall break down for you all our plans.
Exactly.
That we have for next year for this channel.
But we appreciate you really so much for supporting us. So I think we should really call it a good night.
Say good night.
Yeah. Is there anything? We do not have to mention about the media. Okay, Uganda women are the most prized possession.
Patches says, Sister Betty, Sister Tina, all is well. Please stay safe. Also this topic, my wife and I will enjoy this video topic.
Yeah, hope you really enjoy. You play it back.
Better late than never. I was actually asking Tina, where is Patches today? But better late than never. It's nice to have you.
Good night, Rose. Thank you so much, guys. We want to wish you a good night, a lovely night. We have to make a video for you.
Coming to 1 a.m. in Uganda.
Yeah, we love you all so much. God bless you. Happy December. This is the last. May God just give you all the blessings. Of course, 2020 has not been an easy one, but may this, maybe December be a blessing.
This one is that we might think it's ending. December might be different.
But we pray that God really blesses you so much. Yeah. We love you. Have a blessed night.